Hey guys, what's up? This is Matt here on Just for Fun. Today I'm bringing you Modern Garruk Blast. So this is a deck that I'd wanted to build in Return to Ravnica Standard, and I couldn't afford the cards for it. Now you'll notice not all of them were legal at the time, but there were some other, substitutions. So I've updated it for Modern, and I gotta say, this deck is a blast of genius. It is so much fun to play. It does stupid things, and I like Magic decks that do stupid things, and I hope you do too. For me, yeah, winning is fun and cute, and I do get mad at losing because who doesn't? It's human nature. But I get madder when I can't succeed in doing the stupid thing I've set out to do. In this deck, I've succeeded quite a bit in my stupidity. So, deck has a really interesting, crazy mana curve. So, for a deck with, 8 6-drops and 4 10+ drops to play 21 lands is kind of interesting, right? So, here's, in case you can't see what's going on from just a snapshot here. Basically, column 2 here is Fertile Ground, right? Utopia Sprawl, and Birds, and these are ramp spells that combo with, well, Birds doesn't necessarily, but Birds is just good fixing and ramp all together. It's always a good card. Arbor Elf and Ralzeric combo with these land enchantments in order to power out big mana really quick. And the goal is to cast an early Blast of Genius or Garruk. And Ralzeric's untap ability does work with this also to generate huge amounts of mana. And you'll see in the videos that we can in fact hardcast Worldspine Worm and hardcast Progenitus. So pretty impressive. Spoiler alert, I did hardcast this on turn 4 in Modern, just so you know. And so the ways that we win really though are either casting Blast of Genius, discarding Progenitus or Worldspine Worm, doing either 10 or 11 damage and drawing 3 cards for 6 mana. Plus, these shuffle back into the deck, so if you cast a second blast, you have a bigger chance of hitting one because the first one you discarded shuffles back in, so it's not like you lose that as a threat. Also, you can use Garruk's +1 to find one of these and put it in your hand, so that when you cast a blast, you can it doesn't have to be one of the cards you drew from blast. It just has to be any card in your hand that you discard. So that works nicely. Garruk also has this -3 ability that lets you put any green creature onto the battlefield. And I thought it was a sin that in Standard this card and this card were legal at the same time and nobody made a deck around it. It's like, come on. Minus this, put this 15/15 trample into play that when it dies it makes 3 tokens. So you really talk about like Thrag Tusk needing 2 spears. Yeah, you need mega spears for this. You need mega spears. You need a lot of ways to deal with it, like a removal spell and then a sweeper. It's a pretty challenging card to deal with. So minusing it and putting it into play, you're likely to win. Minusing and putting Progenitus into play, you're also likely to win because it has protection from literally everything. I want them to change the Oracle text so it says protection from literally everything. I think that would be hilarious. Ralzeric is there mostly for the plus, and also on the minus side is kind of like board control a little bit by throwing some bolts around. Plus, I just think he's cool, and I haven't been able to use him for anything. I mean, I just always wanted wanted to play with it since it came out. I'm going to make a deck based on the Ultimate also. I'm going to make like a Garruk theme deck, so that'll come up at some point. The bolts are just there to you know, kill some stuff in the meantime. It's tempting to play something like Pyroclasm or whatever in the deck and maybe change the mana engine around, but you know, I don't want it to be killing my birds and elves because I need them to ramp, so I figure, you know, Bolt is always a decent spot removal spell, and sometimes it'll be the last points of damage to finish somebody off. In case you were curious, originally the standard legal version, at the time, the card was Verdant Haven, that was playing this role, and there was also another untapper dude that helped, and the other creature was Borborygmos Enraged, and this card is freaking amazing too. And with this card, you know, because of the Blasted Genius, you draw extra cards or whatever, it worked pretty well together. I took him out for Progenitus because it's kind of like a harder to deal with threat, you know, the basic dies to Doomblade rationale, but it's still a pretty fun card, and there's some modern decks that involve this, and I wanted to pick them up anyway. Got Thragtusks in the board just as a way to stabilize against aggro decks. Anyway, deck is fun. I really enjoyed playing with it. I hope you like the videos. I hope you like seeing me do stupid things. And if you do, like, subscribe, and keep watching me do stupid stuff. That's my goal. Peace.